For those who like a little more action, either a spectator or player in their off-duty hours, there is the game with the small ball, which has to be hit, and the game with the bigger bouncing type of ball, which has to be kicked. Barnsley's principal sporting interest, at any rate during the winter months, is the 3rd Division Association Football Club, whose home is Oakwell. Formed in 1887 under the name of Barnsley St. Peter's, the club has had its ups and downs over the ensuing years, up into the 2nd Division, but also down into the 3rd. But one day in 1912, the club was really on the upgrade, for it carried off the premier trophy in English football, the FA Cup.
Dodworth is part of the Barnsley League of multiplayers. It is a game that has developed from there in spell, which has a history dating back to times of the Danish invasion of Britain.
These lads has been throwing now something like 3 hours, and they're trying very hard now to keep the scoring rate up. Roger Crossley's just thrown his darts there. Peter's on now with his scores, trying very hard to get his arm into action after all the throwing very stiff. Nigel keeps throwing well, who keeps coming on and relieving people. Chris, who's just thrown, keeps his average scores up around about 80s and 90s. As you can see in the background, the white sheet is the hourly rate of scores, and on the 80, and the average is around about 19,000 an hour. Unfortunately, the B team has fallen well behind. People who's calling the scores out has done such a tremendous job. It's very hard to follow on with 4 people throwing at darts, adding them up, calling the scores out, then pulling the darts out. Lads are passing them back to the throwers, so as time isn't being wasted in any way that we can avoid. Providing that the scoring rate keeps up, I think around about 5 or 6 o'clock today, Sunday, the 7th of March, which will see the end of the 1 million. As you can see, people are sat in the room, there's players sat in, and people are staying to watch the finish who's supported the charity throughout, along with Rothmans and Danny, their rep, who's not in, but he's somewhere else, probably in the smallest room.
The score stands at 868,000. A team swam against B team at 762,000.